At the end of the video, an off-topic fact that will give you goosebumps. Fact 1. The Opportunity rover has been the longest explorer of Mars. Designed for 3 months of service, he worked for 15 years and fell silent only in 2018 when he was covered by a powerful dust storm. Fact 2. The last piece of information relayed to Opportunity was that the batteries were low and the area was getting dark. Having conveyed the message, he fell silent forever. Fact 3. There is a lot of water on the red planet. It exists both in the snowcaps at the poles, which consist of water and dry ice, that is, of frozen carbon dioxide, and in the near-surface soil layer. Fact 4. Dust storms on Mars can rage for months, covering vast areas and significantly changing the visual appearance of the planet. Fact 5. The pressure on its surface is lower than on Earth, about 160 times. Fact 6. The highest mountain in the solar system, Mount Olympus, is located here. From the foot to the top, it rises 26 Kelvin m, and the atmospheric pressure at its top is only 2% of the pressure at the conventional Martian sea level. Fact 7. A Martian day is only 37 minutes longer than an Earth day, but a year is about twice as long. Fact 8. Of all the planets in the solar system, except our own, Mars is the most studied. However, not much is known about him yet. Fact 9. It weighs almost 10 times less than the Earth. Its mass reaches 10.7% of the Earth's. Fact 10. On Mars, it is cold almost everywhere and almost always. But in the summer in the equatorial regions, the temperature of the atmosphere near the surface here sometimes rises above 0 C. Fact 11. The gravity of the red planet is approximately 40% of the Earth's. Jumping several meters high here would be quite real. Fact 12. Approximately 70% of the Martian surface excludes the existence of water in liquid form, since due to low pressure it would instantly evaporate. Fact 13. Approximately 70% of the Martian surface excludes the existence of water in liquid form, since due to low pressure it would instantly evaporate. Fact 14. Approximately 70% of the Martian surface excludes the existence of water in liquid form, since due to low pressure it would instantly evaporate. Fact 15. Mars once had a magnetic field and a thick atmosphere, but after its core cooled down, the atmosphere almost evaporated. There is a theory according to which the core stopped rotating after the planet collided with another celestial body. The dynamo effect disappeared, and the magnetic field almost disappeared. It exists even now, in terms of strength that is 500 times inferior to the earthly one. Fact 16. Mars can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. Of all the objects in the heavens, it is second in brightness only to the Sun, Moon, Venus, the International Space Station, and Jupiter. Fact 17. The area of the Martian surface is approximately equal to the area of the entire Earth's land. Fact 18. The Mariana Valley on Mars is the largest canyon in our system. It was named after the Mariana series of spacecraft. Fact 19. There are clouds in the atmosphere of the red planet, but infrequently, and usually at a considerable height, up to 50 to 60 Kelvin m. Fact 20. The record for positive and negative temperatures on Mars is plus 35°C and minus 153°C, respectively. Fact 22. There are seasons, but since the planet's orbit is highly inclined, they differ markedly depending on the hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere of Mars, summers are long and cool, while in the southern hemisphere they are short but warm enough. Fact 23. The science that studies the red planet is called areology. Fact 24. Many volcanoes have been discovered on Mars, but they have all died out in ancient times. At the same time, tectonic and volcanic activity in its bowels is still ongoing. This fact can be considered already confirmed. Fact 25. Most of the Martian atmosphere, about 95%, is made up of carbon dioxide, but there is very little oxygen in it, only about 0.145%. Fact 26. The thin atmosphere does little to protect Mars from harsh solar radiation. On its surface, A person in 3 to 3.5 days will receive the same dose of radiation that he receives on Earth in a year. Fact 27. In winter, the Martian atmosphere becomes even less dense, and the pressure drops as carbon dioxide partially freezes and falls on the polar caps as precipitation. Then it melts and evaporates, and the cycle starts again. Fact 28. The Hellas plane on Mars lies 7 Kelvin below the mean surface level. Therefore, the atmospheric pressure there is twice the normal Martian pressure, and fogs are sometimes observed there. Apparently, the Hellas plane is an ancient impact crater from a giant asteroid impact billions of years ago. Fact 30. Some meteorites that have fallen to Earth are of Martian origin. Currently, 34 of them are reliably known. They were probably thrown into space as a result of powerful collisions of large asteroids with Mars. Fact 31. In recent decades, the red planet has become a little warmer. What these global processes are connected with is unknown, but scientists believe that. Fact 32. About 4 billion years ago, the average temperature on the surface of Mars was about plus 18 C. For comparison, the average temperature on Earth is plus 14 C. Fact 33. It sometimes snows on Mars, but the snowflakes usually evaporate before they reach the surface. But frost falls here, and not only at the poles. Fact 34. Mars rovers filmed vortices arising on the Martian surface. These are real tornadoes, and in local conditions they can be 10 times higher and 50 times wider than their counterparts on Earth. But due to the rarefied atmosphere, they do not pose a significant threat. Fact 35. Apparently, in the geological past, liquid water covered about 30 to 35 of the area of Mars. Fact 36. The North Polar Basin, which covers about 40% of the entire surface area of Mars, is possibly the largest impact crater in the solar system. If this theory is correct, it means that once Mars collided into a celestial body the size of Pluto. Pretty scary fact. Fact 37. There are active geysers at the south pole of the red planet. Fact 38. The brown-red color of the Martian soil is due to the presence of a large amount of iron oxide hydrates in it. But her research still confirmed that it is suitable for growing plants. Fact 39. The moons of Mars, Phobos and Deimos, may be asteroids once captured by Martian gravity. They have an irregular shape and outwardly look like potatoes. Fact 40. About 65% of all spacecraft ever sent to Mars did not reach the goal for various reasons. Most failed during landing. Fact 41. The largest rover on the red planet is Curiosity, delivered there in 2012. It weighs 899 kilograms, has a speed of up to 4 kilometers per hour, and is 3.1 meters long. Fact 42. In 2014, Curiosity discovered organic molecules on Mars while drilling through rocks. This may be evidence that life once existed there. Perhaps the bacteria are still there, judging by the bursts of methane in the Martian atmosphere. The sky on Mars does not look blue, but yellow-orange. Fact 43. The Sun from its surface looks a third smaller than from the surface of the Earth. Fact 44. The Martian planetary crust is noticeably different from the Earth's. It is solid and not consisting of separate plates, like the Earth. Fact 45. The clearest photographs of Mars were taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. They are even better than photographs taken from the orbit of the red planet, since Hubble's optics are much more powerful than those that can be installed on a spacecraft. Fact 46. Under the most favorable conditions, a flight from Earth to Mars will take about 2.5 months one way, if the launch is carried out in a parabolic orbit. Fact 47. The historical fact is that the satellites of the red planet were named after the sons of the god of war Ares, Mars, and their names are translated from ancient Greek as fear and horror. Terrible fact. In Tanzania in 2000, about 29 albino children were killed in order to trade their organs. The reason for such bloodthirstiness is the desire to get rich by selling organs on the black market. Fact 48. Martian sunsets color the sky blue. This is due to the composition and density of the local atmosphere. Fact 49. In 2019, 6 artificial satellites worked in orbit around the red planet. 2 of them were launched by ESA European Space Agency, 3 by NASA USA, and 1 by India. Fact 50. The Earth's core consists of 2 layers, solid and liquid, and both of them rotate in opposite directions. The core of Mars, on the other hand, is probably solid and does not rotate at all.